All right, calculus student number 9,862,536. Let's do your math problem. So I saw that you got a good start on it, but I was having a hard time reading your work, so I just kind of restarted with it. So we're going to start with the original function. We're going to do a quick little product rule. So we'll bring this to the front, 2 plus 6x cubed, and then of course a little chain rule. So multiply by 6 on the outside, and then plus this original function, and then the derivative of this, so 3 to the front, x squared minus 9, that's squared now, times the derivative of the inside. And then so the idea here is we're going to want to like factor stuff out. Well, first off, hold on, I didn't do the product rule right. And this is going to be very important in our factor stuff out idea. So we've got this. So the idea is, look how there's x squared minus 9 squared in both of them, and also 2 plus 6x cubed in both of them, and also a 6 in both of them. So we're going to factor out all of this stuff. So we're going to factor out 6. We're going to factor out 2 plus 6x cubed. And we're going to factor out x squared minus 9. Yeah. And then the idea is what's left after we do that. What's left is this 4. Ooh, we factor out x squared minus 9 squared. So what's also left is 1 x squared minus 9, because we pulled out all 3 of the 2 plus 6x's. And then what after that? So that's what's left from the first part. What's left from the second part? So we pulled out 3 of the 2 plus 6x's, which means there's still a 2 plus 6x left. We pulled out the whole 6 and x. Yeah, so see how this is entirely gone now? Because we pulled out both of the x squared minus 9s. We pulled out the 6 to the front. It's out here now. And we're left with 1 of the 2 plus 6x's. Because we pulled out 3 of them, and then we're left with the x. So this is the equation you're left with. So I'm trying to see, what answers did you get? Yeah, so you got these answers in the front. So I mean, you made it seem like you were looking for 5 answers, right? I'm not sure you're looking for a total of 5 answers. Well, maybe. Let's see. So I'm going to do basically what you did. So I imagine you did like x squared minus 9 equals 0. So that's how you get your x equals plus or minus 3. And then you're going to get 2 plus 6x equals 0, which is how you're going to get negative 1/3. And then you've got this part over here. So these are the answers you're not getting after you factor out. Can I try to see what you did here? You have... So did you like divide by something? I don't know. Let's see. It looks like you're just going to have a quadratic at the end. You're just going to have to factor it. It looks like you kind of did correct stuff. So let's switch colors, because now we're just looking at this part. So let's distribute 4x squared minus 36. Let's distribute 2x plus 12x squared. And we're saying that that equals 0, right? Yeah, we're setting this all equal to 0, because we're setting the derivative equal to 0. So we just got to solve this quadratic. So what is it? 16x squared plus 2x minus 36. So I divide everything by 2, first off. And then you just got to factor this. So you got to think, how would you factor this? Well, first off, like, what's 18 times 8? I do the Richmond method. This is how I factor these. Is I use the Richmond method. So I go x squared plus x minus 144. But then I say, how do you factor that? You don't factor that, do you? You have to use a quadratic formula. Did you get the same thing that I got here? You didn't. I still like my work, though. Let's quadratic formula this real quick, and then I'll go into Desmos and see if my answer is right. So -1 plus or minus the square root of 1 minus for AC. So AC is 144. So 144 times 4. Ooh. 144 times 4 is like 150 times 4, which is like 600 minus 16. So it's 584 over 16. I mean, there's no real reason to try to simplify that, honestly. So let's run to Desmos right quick. Ooh, I'm dropping a lot of frames. I don't know why. Yeah, so let's run to Desmos right quick. Let's type in this function that we started with. So what function did we even start with? We started with 2 plus 6x to the 4th times x squared minus 9. And so we were looking for like maximums and minimums then, right? So x values. Wow, they only find 3. Oh, because there's also like the points of inflection. So what do we really want? What we really just want is that. And we want to say, when does that equal 0? Ooh, no. Come on. That's cubed. There we go. That's better. What? Am I even typing this question in right? Two plus 6x to the 4th, x squared minus 9 cubed. 2 plus 6x to the 4th, x squared minus 9 cubed. Am I typing in the derivative thing right? So this is the function that we're looking at. There are just a significant amount of critical values, which is why I was trying to say, well, let's do this. So let's say that this is f of x. And then what we really want to find then is, when does f prime of x, that's not how you do prime, f prime of x equals 0. And there's only 3 values. But that's not even right, because then you don't even get the 3 and the negative 3. I don't get what Desmos is doing here with this solvent. Yeah. What? It's just because it touches that it doesn't get it? Okay, whatever. So we've got, where's our intercepts? We got right here. Here's your negative 1/3. We got right here. Here's your 3. Here's your negative 3. And then, wow, those were not the other ones that I found. What did I mess up here? I must have just messed up something when I factored it out then. When I distribute it or something. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why did I make that a 12? That's a 6. Are you kidding me? So this is a 10. So if that's a 10, then we would divide by 2. It's a 5. And now you can factor just with the Richmond method, no problem. You go x squared plus x equals 90. You go x plus 10, x minus 9. You go divide by 5. You go divide by 5. And so you get x plus 2 and 5x minus 9. So that's your idea. So I had everything right. I just did the friggin' distribution wrong. So that's your main idea, is you've got to distribute all that stuff out. And so then you're left with that quadratic. And then you can just properly solve the quadratic and you get -2 and 9 over 5, or 1.8, which is what we found here. Okay, so I was doing it right mainly. I kind of wanted to figure out what is the work that you're doing here. So you did the exact same thing that I did. Well, you did it backwards, which is fine. And then you didn't do anything there. You didn't do anything in the next step. Oh, you said equals. Oh, you subtracted it to the other side. You didn't make anything negative, though, when you subtracted it to the other side. And then you canceled out the x squared minus 9s. Yeah, I mean, I like what I did. I think that's the move. So I made a little mess up, but it wasn't a real mess up. You've got to, once you have that all expanded, you got to try to factor stuff out. So I like your first step, but after your first step, you should try to factor stuff out that way. Because when you're dividing by stuff, it's like when you divide and cancel all this stuff, you kind of eliminate solutions there. So that's generally not good. Just think how you divided by 2 plus 6x, but then you said that x was negative 1/3. So if x is negative 1/3, then you can't divide by 2 plus 6x because you're dividing by 0 then. So keep that in mind. Try to not divide by x when you're solving stuff. It's better to factor x out than divide by it.